Yo, what is up, guys? Eric Hill here, one half of the Hill Twins, and today we back at it again for another video. That's right. As you guys can see, we got me on the left playing Bardock. I'm staying true and loyal to my guy, and then we have Eon on the right playing Vegeta-sama. And this matchup is probably one of the funnest matchups that I guess both of us can have. It's a little difficult at times on the blue player's side, but it really just depends on how you approach it. So without further ado, I'm going to jump into this game. And as you guys can see, we're going to turn 2 already. Turn 1 was very simple. Eon had the energy marker. I went first. In this matchup, I'm always choosing to go first because it's just something that I love to do going against majority of the decks now. Black actually, it's value time going first. But yeah, so as you guys can see, I played a 1-drop and I pass. Eon actually cracks the marker on turn 1 with the energy marker and establishes his Zamasu. This is actually really good because Zamasu can be removed from play due to skills. So, you know, Black has a very good ability to remove battle cards, but this is one of the battle cards that can't be removed. So my turn 2, I attack and I summon my Trunks, and obviously on his turn 2 it gets bounced, which is something that does suck at times, but I am just taking my time with this match, right? I'm already at 3 energy and I have an energy marker now going into this 3-drop, and looking for my energy marker. And I decided to get my Ginyu because, you know, I had to rep it for the old days. You know, I used to play Ginyu in Masters. So, yeah, Eon's going to go ahead and get a gun out of this attack. And that's where he wants to be early into these early turns. Just getting out of these hits that he can get out of so that it buys him more turns. So he's going to go ahead and remove that from the field first. And then he's just trying to figure out what it is exactly that he wants to do. And this is like kind of the area where we just want to make sure that we're making the right decisions. You know, he has to look at my board and look at my energy and my life and say, hey, well, what's his plan going into this next turn? So he's going to go ahead and drop Pilaf, and he picks up the Goten. And Goten is a really good card against Black because it just constantly bounces our 2 drops for 1 energy. And now our board is basically, you know, able to be affected again by their effects. And blue can remove your battle cards easily without you having Trunks on the board. So it's my turn 4 going into like my turn 5. And because I have so many SS4s in my hand, I'm just going to go ahead and drop my SS4 now and just get the early value. I don't want to have these cards stuck in the hand later on in the game when I'm awakened and, you know, I need to defend myself. I just want to get the value for it. If he has the Scythe, then he has the Scythe. If he doesn't, then I go plus. But because I have a considerable amount of Gokus in my hand, it's okay to play the 1 here now and just get the draw and get the 0k out the hand. So as you guys can see, he uses his first Scythe, and I was okay with that because I mean, you know, he's at 6 life now. I know it may not seem like much, but that's big. Blue at 6 is big. We want to keep them, you know, 5, 6, you know, they are getting out of a lot of our hits, but we definitely want to make sure that we can hit them enough. So as you guys can see, I drop another one, and this just feels good because I'm going to be able to get that draw again, which is great. And now I can establish the 2-drop Trunks and awaken, you know. So this is perfect now because I'm going to go ahead and take the life. I'm going to awaken, see more cards now, and as you see, I have another Trunks. And at this point, I'm swinging with the Trunks. Use leader effect, and I decided to leave it up top. I think it was a super combo, I'm not too sure, but yes, it was. As you can see, I drew into it, passed my turn, drew another card, and now my Goku is protected. And Eon is going into his 5 energy, so I know he has that pesky Goten that's gonna be able to lift my Trunksu up, but I'm okay with that. My hand is pretty healthy. And you know, it's not going to the bottom of the deck, so he's gonna have to waste an energy per turn to remove the trunks. And here's the other scythe, and I'm okay with this because my hand is pretty big, and then on top of that, I just had, you know, a really good game seeing majority of these Gokus. But he's at 4 life already, so funny enough, a lot of the times in this deck, the way my deck is built, going to 1 is not a problem because they can't shotgun you. And a deck like this that can't go wide, it's really not, you know, crazy, but we're not trying to be too crazy. But so you can take that hit. You don't have to waste your super combos earlier because I find that they have the ability to put on the pressure, but later on in the game, it's a little harder once you use all your super combos and stuff. So gonna go ahead and drop the Apple, and we're gonna combo his Bardock, so that way we get, his Goten, so that way we get an additional card out of his hand, because otherwise he can just take the hit, or he can, you know, just completely guard out with a Gallic Gun from the 8 attack, and then use the other card, the Goten, for another combo. So this way we make him waste more cards. So when we swing with our Trunks, we get to make him waste more cards. Then I'm gonna swing with Trunks and Scry, and I don't like the card, so I'll put it to the bottom of the deck, and that's where Bardock gets a lot of his advantage at. He's seeing multiple cards per turn, and just between drawing and looking at the top, placing at the bottom. He's just a very powerful leader. And he's swinging 25k. It's not completely great, I would say, against blue, because all their cards typically is 10k. But this is great here because this card, Resistant Destiny, allows me to tap an energy and draw a card and get 15k when a card is in the combo area. So I just swung with Leader for 50k for 1 energy and a combo card. And it's super powerful. Hercule's gonna pick that up, and I just love that card. That card put black over the top when it comes to mid game and just being able to, you know, survive, and also the killability, right? Killability of the deck, the kill ability of the deck. So it's just good on those turns where you're like, oh, you're at 3, let me swing 50, and then summon a Bardock 5-drop. But Ian's gonna go ahead into his turn 6, and he can't Zen on me because he has to dedicate an energy to getting rid of the Trunks, so he swings into it. And at this point, I do decide to defend with the super, because why not? I don't want him to have a better play line this turn. So it's better for me to defend the Trunks and make him waste an energy to actually have to remove it. So as you guys can see, now he has to spend energy, and I know he can't remove my ape, so that feels great. He's just trying to figure out what his plan is. Obviously, it's a difficult match because my cards are big, and you know, they're sticking essentially. One of the things that I love about black now is the fact that, like, because we have so much new tools, you know, when they would scythe your 4-drop previously, it hurt a lot because that was like your main attacker. Everything else was so small and under the radar that they were easily dealt with, you know, with cards like this and stuff like that. And so now with the addition of the ape and Trunks and stuff, we just have more attackers, and we just have more 2s now. So even when they scythe, it just doesn't matter. Gloria also is a very powerful card. So we just have the attackers and the board presence, and we just build the board back every turn, which it's not like they're like 20Ks. Like, we're building the board back with like big ass cards that can do damage. So I played 3 Bardocks, so I typically charge 1 always. I'm gonna go ahead and swing with the ape. combo off that 3-drop, and the ape is just so powerful. Like, the removal aspect of him is just super powerful. Yeah. So we're both at 3 life now, and I'm just trying to figure out what's the best situation. So I actually go into Bardock and I pick up the Resistant Destiny. Now this is broken because I can swing 25k, draw the card, combo the combo the Hercule now, and use the Resistant Destiny. And now that's 50k, draw a card, and for 2 energy, I'm a 50k, and it's powerful, you know, because we need to get him to 2 because we can double strike him. And so if we're hitting like that, he has to like commit cards now, which is big. And obviously he has to play under 7 cards a turn in order to be effective. So now we believe we power here. We just lock this big bad boy. And then we're gonna summon another big bad boy, I believe. Yep, summon another big bad boy. And we're gonna swing and get our marker back. And again, even if he has Zeno or Scythe, we don't care because we're summoning these every turn, and it doesn't even matter. So I'm gonna go to 40. He has a super combo. Just give me 2 cards again. And then at the end of the turn, I'll get to draw a card. And then I'll draw for my effect, and I pass. And as you guys can see, the hand is just constantly staying above. We have the Hercules and the Resistant Destinies and Blackspears. I'm sorry, I know this commentary is a little biased. I just truly love Bardock. I actually played him for the LCQs. I technically went undefeated, but I ended up giving a win to my friend. And then in Nats, I went 5-0 with him, and then I was sick, as I am now. And the last 3 matches, I just couldn't maintain, you know, a sharp mind and positive mood because I was just really under the weather. So I ultimately succumbed to it. But he just felt amazing. You always feel like you're in full control. You always feel like you can't lose, and you always feel like you can win. So, and this is in a lot of matches because you have a lot of tools between power, between Hercule, between Resistant Destinies, if the going gets rough, you know, between your Bardocks, you know. So now this is the point where I'm saying, hey, you know what? I want to win. I'm putting Bardock on the board so I can combo out and crack that Zeno 10k because I don't want him to have more 10k. So we're going to use this Resistant Destiny, draw a card, combo another card, another 10k, crack that, and now this is going to be a 60k to leader. And this is kind of hard to, you know, get out. He's going to go ahead and take that damage. And then we're going to summon our Hercule again, which, like I said, it's crazy. We're not going to pick up the Resistant Destiny because we have another one in hand. Then we're going to swing 35, 45, Resistant Destiny, that's 60, 70, 80, 90, yeah. Yes. And yeah, that is the game. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, like always, guys, stay super.